Hello everyone, welcome to another Python Pandas MCQ quiz for data analyst. This is set 1. These questions are important if you are preparing for an interview, if you are learning data analysis, or if you are going for any type of exam related to data analysis. So these questions are focused on Python Pandas, and Pandas is one of the most powerful and widely used library in Python for data analysis and manipulation. Let's see question number 1. What is Pandas primarily used for? A. Web development, B. Data analysis and manipulation, C. Game development, or D. Machine learning only. So answer for this question will be data analysis and manipulation, because Pandas is mainly used for handling structured data, cleaning datasets, and performing analysis. And it is a core library in data science workflows. So correct answer will be B. Now, second question is, which data structure is one dimensional in Pandas? Is it data frame, panel, series, or array? Answer for this will be C, series. A series is one-dimensional labeled array, while a data frame is two-dimensional. Here is an example. So suppose you have your data like this 10, 20, 30, 40. It is a list of 4 numbers. If you will write pd.series and then use your data, if you will print, you will get an output like this. So you can see in a series we have index and values, and it also prints its data type. So complete chapter is given on our website. I will provide the link. And this is for which data structure is one dimensional in Pandas. Next question is, which function is used to read CSV file in Pandas? Is it pd.load CSV? Is it pd.read CSV, open CSV, or import CSV? So the function or method that is used to read CSV files in Pandas is pd.read underscore CSV, because in read, so you will provide your file path here in read CSV and it will read that file. Similarly, if you have to read Excel, you will use something like, after importing pandas as PD, you will write pd.read underscore Excel. To read CSV, you will write read underscore CSV and your file path here. So answer read underscore CSV. Question 4. How do you display the first 5 rows of a data frame? If you want to display first 5 rows of a data frame, so here we are using Google Colab, and here is our data frame df. So if I will write df dot head, so by default it will print first 5 rows of that data set. This is a very famous data set called Titanic data set, where you have information of passengers, whether they were able to survive or not, their gender, their age, sibling, spouse, number of sibling or spouse, number of parent or child, their fare, etc. And in df.head, if you will pass a number in this method, so you will get that those many rows. So this is why this method is, so correct answer is df.head. This is how you will display first 5 rows of a data frame. Question number 5 is, which method is used to get summary statistics of a data frame? So in a data frame, so this is our data frame. If we write df.head, obviously in your data frame you will find some categorical values like gender or embarked town or class, or who were they man, women, or child. So you will find some categorical fields. You will also find some numerical fields. So if you will use df.describe, if you will use this, So this function provides summary statistics like mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, first quartile, second quartile, etc. So this is important. Df dot describe. So correct answer will be df dot describe. Next question is, what does df dot shape return? So whether it returns number of rows only, like in a data set there can be a number of rows. So whether it returns only n number of rows, it returns number of columns only, it returns a tuple of rows and columns, or it returns total number of elements. So correct answer will be C. It returns tuple of rows and columns. Let's try. So in the df, if we write shape, and this is a property not a method, so that's why we are not putting brackets here. So we will write df dot shape, and it returns that in this data set there are 891 rows and 15 columns. This 891 represents total number of passengers that were traveling. Obviously passengers can be more. This is data of those 891 passengers in this example. Question number 7 is, which function is used to select a column in a data frame? So df dot column name, whether it can be used, or df square bracket column name in single quotes or double quotes. C, both A and B are correct, or D, df dot get column name. So answer will be both A and B are correct here, because let's try. So you can see all these are columns: passenger, class, gender, age, etc. These are columns. So if we want to see passenger class, so if we write df dot p class and we hit enter, so this will print all the column. This will print this one column p class. So you can see, and because it's one column, it's single dimension, so that's why it is a series. Another way to get single column is df square bracket p class. Now why this? Because sometimes your column name may have a space in it, like it may be something like p class. So to avoid any kind of error, you will enclose it inside single or double quotes. What if we write double quotes here instead of single? So if you write this, then also you get the answer. So that's why in our question number 7, both A and B are correct. Next question is, what does df dot is null do? Whether it deletes all null values, it fills null values, it detects missing values, or replaces null values. So answer is df dot is null returns a boolean data frame indicating missing values. So answer will be C. It is used to detect missing values. For example, in our case, if I write df dot is null, so then you will see survive. You will see some output like this. If I write df dot age dot is null, then I am asking in our age column which value is, you know, which value is true. So this means this is null. If I write dot sum, so if I write df dot is null dot sum, then we can see that in survive there is no missing value. In age there are 177 missing value. Whether they were allotted or deck or not, there are 688 missing values. So this particular method when used like df dot is null and then we use sum. So this is used to detect in which column do we have missing values, and then we apply fill NA, drop NA, those kind of methods to handle missing values. Next question number 9 is, which function removes missing values? And that there comes another question on that topic. So answer is whether it's fill NA, remove, clean, or drop NA. Now, obviously, both fill NA and drop NA are valid methods and are used to handle missing values. I'm saying handle missing values. But drop NA, as the name suggests, removes rows or columns with missing values. So if I will write df dot drop NA, if I will do this, so you will see now we have only 182 rows because all those rows where some column or some value was missing are now dropped. So this is very important. For this part, this is our last question. Although you can go and check your knowledge on all these 20 questions. How do you rename columns in Pandas? So, for example, many columns are given. For example, here gender is given as sex. So, what if we have to rename it? So, obviously, whether it df.column.rename, df.change, df.modify, or df.rename. Obviously, the correct answer will be df.rename is used to rename columns or index labels also. Its syntax, let's learn its syntax. So df.rename columns is equal to old and new. Here you will see in columns we are using a dictionary. In a dictionary there are key and value pairs. So this is a key and value pair. Let's say old was sex and we will write gender. Now you will see where your column name is now renamed. So remember df.rename, then you will use columns equal to, then you will create a dictionary, and suppose you want to rename two or three more columns, like you want to rename age as something, so you will create another dictionary and then apply the same thing. Here you will use old and here you will use new. So this is how you will rename column. So this was a short Python quiz, Python Pandas quiz, 10 questions from set 1. In next part we will discuss more questions. This quiz was designed to test your foundational knowledge of key Pandas concepts such as data frame series, data cleaning, filtering, etc. So I will provide link of this quiz. I have all the solutions listed here. And if you want to test your knowledge on any topic related to data science, please let us know. We'll prepare a quiz and share with you. Thanks for watching this part. See you in the next part of this series.